All right, folks, let's bring out your host, someone not quite as handsome as Joe, or as bright, or witty, or charming, or strong, but someone who constantly gets mistaken for Joe in public, and someone who's not gotten a tan because he's been spending his whole life living in Joe's shadow. You guessed it, Joe's brother. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the microphone, Dalton Cruz.
Holy smokes, look at this. Look at everyone here. It's a packed house. You guys came. Wow. Wow. You guys are idiots. Why would you come to this? What are you thinking? Hey, Theo, you be quiet, all right? I'll get to you later. None of us here are comedians. Nobody is qualified to roast anybody. So as long as your guys' expectations are low, we're going to have a pretty decent time. All right, Joe Cruz. Who is Joe Cruz? He's not me, that's for sure. But I do get asked daily, are you Joe Cruz's brother? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So Joe, he had a big part in my entire development as far as being who I am today. You could say he's my Mr. Miyagi, if Mr. Miyagi had a diet of natural light. What did Joseph do? Joseph helped me understand good music, movies, and most importantly, how to treat people with respect and dignity. He is a great guy, because we're going to be burning the hell out of him later, so we got to give him a little bit of praise. Just a little backstory about Joseph. He included me in everything growing up, which I really enjoyed. Made my childhood fantastic to be able to hang out with somebody that's 4 or 5 years older than yourself and do all the things that you shouldn't be able to do yet. By the time I turned 18 or 21, Mom, we basically did everything together. And it was mostly because he would take me places that would involve a costume, and he knew that if he bought it, I would wear it. So that was that. And at that point in time, just remember, we did look identical. So, it was a bit of a public service to the ladies and also a little bit of a safety hazard. For years, we got away with telling people that we were twins. But then before you know it, one of us aged like fine wine and the other like rotten milk. So yes, Joseph was my mentor. He taught me all the things that I know, and he taught me how to do things, and he taught me how to not do things from watching him do them. And also, going off of that, if the rest of everything I say this evening is not funny or cool or anything, it's all Joseph's fault. So, of course, we're here to enjoy my brother this evening, and it's all his idea, all his plan. So, of course, yes, we have a video, so...
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy DC right down in Ding Dong, Texas. Favorite wife clapping, stuff dipping, tobacco chewing, coffee pot dodging, frog eating, alligator pumping, disco dancing, baby chopping, stuff jumping, disco dancing, disco cowboy. And hey, Joe Cruz reached out to me. He wants everybody to know who are Joe Cruz.
Who is Joe Cruz? Who is Joe Cruz?
Who are Joe Cruz?
Hey, you're Joe Cruz.
Joe Cruz. Who is Joe Cruz?
Is that Ted Cruz's brother?
Joe Cruz. Who is Joe Cruz?
Yo, I'm the best myself.
Well, let me tell you, I hate Joe Cruz.
Oh, we know Joe Cruz.
He's the captain of the old man ship.
My master for my last salmon properties.
And he sets the course for the future for a great many of us.
Firstborn, he glistens in the sun.
He's super freaking talented, family guy we know. If you haven't met him yet, it's really quite atrocious. He's so tall and hard to long, he's always taking selfies. Pretty boy, going to parties to the video roasted.
We'll drink you
Chief Beard, and he's an officer.
I'm just glad you aren't like me. I would never be able to race.
I think Joe Cruz is the best man.
Most of all, I mean most of all, he's the American role model.
The American role model.
American role model. And before you go, man, keep these Jews on the internet.
And hope that you don't behave yourself.
Cocktails and beans, Joe. Bars and
Hi, I'm Joe Cruz.
Actually, $4 or $5 of a videotape, which is pretty good.
Oh, yes. Joe Cruz. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt. Oh yeah, it's Matt. Who is Matt? Matt is Joe's boss. Matt gets to boss him around all day. He also gets to watch him walk in 15 minutes late every day. That's a guarantee. Who's up next? Well, I'll tell you who's up next. His name's Chris Allison. Chris to the stage. All the way from North Carolina, Rhea Juanita. She put a napkin on the ground and she twisted her feet. If you didn't see it, it's over here. Next to the stage, we have Jake Renner from Bennington. Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a round of applause for your panel for the evening. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see that little guy over there. There isn't. Okay, I'm so sorry. We got one more roaster. It's Joe Horacek, Little Joe, everybody. Joe, keep your hands to yourself, okay? Last warning. I'd like to announce my mother and father, Patricia and Tony Cruz. Let's have a round of applause for the people that had to put up with Joe Cruz. You guys were supposed to come up if you wanted to come up and say something. Well, this is what happens when you miss rehearsal, okay? Thank you, all right? Now everybody give him the clap of shame. Shame, shame, shame.
Well, this is they call it a blessing, some call it a mistake, but he did arrive a little bit late. And he said, Tony, what about Goodyear? I said, what about Goodyear? I said, what about Goodyear? He said, yeah, you should just use the damn rubbers. No. Anyway, we are here pleased to celebrate Joseph Valerio Cruz's birthday.
And we were actually called up here by the Black Pearl. So we're here to get after that cruise liner that's coming through.
We're taking over the ship later,
yeah.
My parents, fantastic. I think this is where we have our first roaster, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, our first roaster is Matt. Matt, come on up.
All right, so Joe gave me a little bit of advice. I'm supposed to imagine all of you naked. So just so you know that.
I said you imagine yourself naked.
Oh, sorry. Well, okay, I'll stand behind the podium then. All right. Okay, I was invited here tonight. Luckily, most of you do not know who I am, even though he's worked for me for like 13 years. So, I was invited here by Joe, my work wife, to talk about Joe. So he said, you know what, Matt, we're going to put you first, okay? Because you don't have to be good. I don't expect much of you, just kind of warm up the crowd. And I was like, okay, cool, because when I hired you, I didn't expect much out of you either. So all the stuff that's on all these tables, I own because he made them while he was working for me. So if you take anything that's intellectual property, belongs to me, okay? Just so you know. I looked back and tried to find when we actually hired Joe, and the best I can come with, it was on April 1st, which I do believe is April Fool's Day. So
And that's very true.
That's very true. Good, yeah. So guess who the joke was on all those years ago? All right, so when he came in and we talked to him, one of his very first questions to me was, what holidays do we get off? I'm like, you don't know how much you get paid? You know anything? No, which holidays? And I'm like, I don't know, the normal ones. He goes, oh great. He goes, so I get Columbus Day off, I get President's Day off, I get Elvis's birthday off, I get November 11th off, and I'm like, Veterans Day? And he's like, no, my birthday. And I'm like, oh, no, okay, yeah, you get that off, yeah. He's like, Arbor Day, and he went through all these days, and he goes, but the most important day that I have to have off is Redheads Day. That's for you, Lex. He was looking for you. He was looking out for you. The second question he came up with, he's like, what's the dress code? In famous last words, I said, I don't care, whatever you want to wear. And guess what he wore? I don't know if I can point at anything. All of them. So, famous last words. Anybody that knows me knows that I enjoy volleyball. I enjoy volleyball out of spikes. And when he first started working for me, I was playing out there. I'd wear my Here's Your Sign shirts at the time. It said, Here's Your Sign. And I don't know how many times in the middle of a play, somebody would be like, hey, do you work for Joe Cruz? I'm like, yep, I work for Joe Cruz, yep. So if you come in, yes, I work for Joe Cruz. All right, so as we all know, Joe is very creative, okay? He's mostly creative when he's sitting down in the toilet. So that's his second office, is when he's in the bathroom. So your bonus this year, you get 2-ply. 2-ply toilet paper. So we're throwing it out there. We're throwing it all out there. But one thing Joe Cruz cannot do is measure anything. He can't measure anything. Nothing. I just remember, like, I'm sitting there, I'm over in the corner, I'm doing something, and I'm like, Joe, hey, can you go measure that sign over there for me? And he's like, yeah, sure. So I'm waiting. 2 minutes later, I'm like, Joe, can you go measure? He's like, yeah, sure, I'll go measure it. I'm like, okay. So he goes over there and he goes, it's 6 inches. And I'm like, thinking in my head, I'm like, bullshit. I said, there is no way that that's 6 inches. And I'm like, but Lex, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, yeah. Speaking of little pricks, I have a story about the Joes. The Joes here. One of the very first things that ever happened at my shop. But we're going to use some visual aids, okay? So Lex, I need you to come up first. My son Dylan's going to come up. He's going to have some visual aids for you. So just give me a few seconds. Hey, give him a hand. Give him a hand for coming up here. So we have some visual aids here. Okay. So.
Those are like 12 inches long.
Yeah, 12 inches. Look at it. Good. All right. Okay, so when he first got hired, he's like, hey, can I host a fantasy football draft at the shop? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Fine. That's cool. Yeah, great. So what's he do? The first thing he does, he goes and he prints the whole draft board and puts it on the back wall. I come back in Monday morning and I said, place was clean. I was super excited. I was like, hey, that's good. I was kind of surprised it was that clean. And then, as I'm walking around the shop, I find all these little pictures of dildos all around my shop. Everywhere. They were on my desk. They were on my computer. They were on my production table. They were in my screen printing area. They were everywhere. So what we're going to do right now is these are some shots that are in those. So we're going to raise our glass for the first dick that's ever been in Joe's mouth. Like, oh, hold on. No, he gets one right here.
What?
Lexi's going to get the dick shot in Joe's mouth. Go nuts. Have a shot. There we go. Put it in there. Thank you, Lexi. That's all I needed from you. Thank you very much. Give her a round of applause. Round of applause. Yeah, you got a little on your face. You got a little on your face there.
That doesn't taste as bad as they said.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up real quick, but. Oh, you still got a little on your you got a little on your side. Oh, man, I didn't think that. Well, Lex, you need to shoot better than that next time.
Nobody's got good aim. Next joke.
Next joke. Let's go. Let's move on. Okay, last thing I'm going to go over is what I call my what the f*** stuff. It's what the f***. I'm sitting at my desk, or we're all sitting at our desk at work, and all of a sudden, we're all like paying attention to what we're doing, and all of a sudden you'll hear it's like, what the f*** is going on? And we're like we jump up, we're like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. And Joe's literally over there swatting at a fly because it is bugging him. So this is where I got the what the f*** shit, because it's just all he does. Every once in a while, you'll just get a what the f***. Everything it's Joe's come around to it, and I've dealt with Joe, is I walk into the shop and I'll see him in a disco ball hat, and I'll be like, what the f***? Or I'll see all these pictures being printed on the printer, and I'll be like, what the f***? Like, what the f***, Joe? What's going on? And then he'll be like, oh, I'm going to go to the Worst Fest, and he's lederhosen in work. I'm like, what the f***? So, again, I've just become what the f***. Then I go into work, I'm like, what the f***? And then the Eagles won, and I was like, what the f***, man? Go Birds! One of my best memories is I'm downtown walking around and I'm going to Sandy's. They said you had to go get that elk piss or elk water or whatever the hell it's called. I don't know what it's called. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going out on O Street. I'm like, I'm looking for a good time. This is great. And I stop and I look up and there's a billboard right there saying, I'm looking for a good time. Call Joe Cruz. But it was Buffalo Bill at the time, but Joe Cruz. So once again, I say, what the f***? It's like, this is just crazy. And the last one is I go to a movie. I want to go watch Star Wars. Everything's great. And watching up on the big screen, and the villain comes out, and he pulls off his f***ing helmet and stuff, and I verbally say out loud, what the f***? That is Joe Cruz on the big screen, as the bad guy, of course. But I was like, what the fuck? So the last thing I'll say is Joe, after 13 years, has finally invited me to go on one of his adventures. So we're going to Texas, dressed up in lederhosen, and I'll end with, what the fuck? All right. Thanks, bud.
Great job. Holy smokes. Pineapples. Anyway. Very good, Matt. Very good. I feel like you've got a pretty good insight on what life was like growing up. All right, well, great job. Let's keep it rolling. Next up, Chris Allison.
I gotta say, I was super excited to follow Matt because I thought he would suck. It did not fucking happen. So this is gonna be shit, and I apologize to everybody right away.
Damn it, Chris.
Already on it. I want to. God, this. Pretty sure Joe's touched this mic. I want to thank everyone for coming out. I want to remind everyone this is a roast. So some jokes may be good, some may be bad. Some jokes may offend. And if they do, just remember, Joe literally asked for this. He has such a big ego that he threw this roast for himself. He booked the venue, invited anyone he has ever met, so he could pretend that he has some friends. So tonight we're gonna have some fun and hope for a miracle. We're gonna see if Joe can let somebody else hold the mic for more than 30 seconds. Joe, you look great, by the way. You look like the bad guy from Street Fighter.
M. Bison?
That's it. If he gained 50 pounds, obviously. I want to thank Dalton for being here. Dalton, everybody, give him a round of applause. Joe's brother, if you didn't know, or as I like to say, everyone's favorite number 2. Dalton's the MC because he's the only Cruz who knew how to land a segment on time. That's you two as well. Dalton grew up with Joe and still chose to be here. That's either loyalty or a cry for help. Growing up, Dalton always idolized Joe and wanted to be him. And somewhere along the way, he fixed all of Joe's bugs. So, you did it. We got Matt McKee up here, Joe's boss. Matt got divorced because Joe's the only woman who can tell Matt what to do. I know Matt from volleyball. We play on many different teams together. Each week I get to watch him spike a ball and then negotiate with his hamstrings for the rest of the game. After his divorce, Matt had to raise his standards, so he raised them to born after Y2K.
I knew you would know.
Matt, I love you. You're proof that legends never die. They just switched to pickleball. Jake is here, Jake Renner. He's Joe's cousin and a Cowboys fan, which is adorable. I said it's adorable. He still believes the 90s will come back, so. I've met Jake a couple times and never really got to know him well, so I looked him up on Facebook so I could get a good roast joke on him, and I couldn't find too much because, I mean, he just looks as boring as he looks, so. Joe's sister Rhea's here as well. Yeah, clap if you dated her. Yeah, she doesn't remember you guys either. Rhea always had to be the one to protect Joe. She's the reason the phrase adult supervision is not on his license. Rhea served in the military, became a nurse, and survived being Joe's sister. That's 3 deployments. She can set an IV and end a man. And the real reason I kept hanging out with Joe. We also have Joe Rochek up here. I was the one that started calling him Naked Joe. The first 3 times we hung out, at some point in the night, he ended up being naked. Every single time. It happened multiple times after that as well, but the first 3 times really ingrains it. Joe's like the stripper that nobody ordered. For some reason, Joe is never afraid to let his little mountain. I don't know how you're not on the sex offender registry at this point. I just don't. But on a serious note, he is a better graphic designer. He is a great screen printer. And seriously, I love his clothes. I wear them all the time. I recommend everybody go out and get his shirts because he's way better than these two. Anyways, now for the main man. I've known Joe for pretty much my whole life. So I thought the best way to roast him would be to completely ignore him and make this all about his wife. I started that path and I realized she's had enough. Growing up, Joe was never a looker. His glasses were so thick, his dad Tony used them as riot shields. He had dark black hair so greasy, it could season a cast iron skillet. He had the vibe of Gifted program. And he had a smile like he's waiting for the flash that already happened. Even as an altar boy, the priest wouldn't do that charity work, so. Hey, I warned you. Even with all that, I always knew Joe would do great things. He never stopped working as a kid. When most of us were out playing, Joe was doing summer school and hooked on phonics. Or as Joe said it, hooked on Phoenix? Growing up with Joe, he was always second best. Whether it was in Pinewood Derby, playing soccer, or Big Buck Hunter, Joe always lost to me. Oh, you spend most of your time figuring out your celebrations. Joe would throw a Big Buck Hunter party every year just so he could win a trophy that he made for himself. I know, being here tonight, surprise, right? But every year, he lost to me. I still have all the trophies to prove it. I always like to beat him, though, especially on his birthday, because he threw the greatest tantrums in the world. If you've ever seen a Joe tantrum, you know what I'm talking about. He just kind of looks like that kid that you took the crayons away from. That's Joe. When it came to dating, Joe approached every relationship with the vibe of, will you be my beard? I'm pretty sure that's why he became the mascot. He wanted to try to get closer to the cheerleaders without doing a push-up. I know for most of us that would be sad and creepy, but Joe's always had the vibe of glitter, somehow everywhere, but never wanted. Joe finally did make it to college. He got an arts degree in Omaha. We had a lot of fun there. It's where we met Naked Joe. We had some epic parties and a lot of fun. I'm not supposed to tell you about those. When he was there, he did some really cool art projects and some neat pictures. And to this day, he still thinks the Creative Center was not a special needs college. How adorable.
I know, you weren't too. No one ever told me.
Joe did date some people throughout his time, and always to my surprise, the girls were decent looking, especially for Joe. Yeah. I would always wonder why, and I asked a bunch of them why they were dating Joe, and they all said the same thing. Joe's safe. Eventually, he met Lexi and things got serious. He told me that this is for real. Right? And I'm sure I had the same thought as everyone. You're seriously not gay? But Joe decided to turn his many closets of fabulous costumes for a young, pregnant, crazy, weather-obsessed, red-headed daughter of his boss. He even sat down with me and asked me my opinion of her, and I told him just straight up, you cannot do better. Joe and I have been friends through it all. Every year we still do a float trip where we figure out his fitness routine, which is drift, beer, and repeat. Joe was the first person to shave my head. I wanted to put that out there because I know there's going to be some bald jokes coming my way. It was one of the best days of his life because for the first time, he finally beat me at something. At my first wedding, Joe was my best man. I made sure not to make that mistake a second time. And at 40, Joe's still not slowing down. He did continue to bulk up though, right around the waist. His mustache looks like a teen in puberty. He breathes like a man who carried a cooler up a flight of stairs, but somehow he keeps going. In all seriousness, Joe has been one of my greatest friends that I could have ever had. He's always been there for me through good and bad. He's constantly pushed me out of my comfort zone. And if I ever need anything, he would be there to help. He would be complaining the whole time, but he would be there nonetheless. I left my drink over there, but we should cheers. All right, here's to 40 more years of yelling and drinking, just now as creepy old man. May your Eagles win, your tattoo find a name, and your mustache finally meet your face. Happy 40th.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate that. Also, puberty mustaches are pretty cool. Pretty good roaster so far. Right now, we have an open mic. So if you have any roasts that you'd like to give Joseph, or Little Joe, he's the easy target, obviously, come on up. Check, check.
That's very kind of you. I like that. I'm kind of the fifth wheel. Joe is always the party guy, and I know.
I want to hear the joke.
Okay. Okay. So I'm not really a public speaker. Joe is our.
I'm sorry, but we just offer you a drink.
Are we good? Is everybody okay?
Okay, sorry, Chaz.
No, it's fine. Do you still need your moment? Are we okay? We're good, right?
Go ahead.
I don't even want to talk anymore. Here. Okay, so Joe, he's a beer drinking, volleyball playing, Firebird driving. Remember Firebird? Oh, so good. And he's a DJ extraordinaire. Joe's been my very dear friend. I've known Chris and Joe for 32 years. Met you when I was 8. That's right. We've already mentioned his glasses. His glasses are so thick. Honestly, I don't know how you get your contacts in. They're thick freaking glasses. Literally the definition of beer goggles. If you had those, it'd be Joe Cruz's glasses. Let's see. He worked at Chili's in Omaha, right?
Is there a joke coming up?
No, just reading what I got here. I shot him with a paintball gun. That was fun. You remember that?
You got 20 more seconds.
You know what? I kind of want to be sprayed with that thing, so I just want to say that. Oh! Dude, that is cold. Is that dry ice? Oh, it's beautiful. I really, Joe and these guys are, I love them. I really don't feel like roasting you. I want to give you love, man.
I can't wait to hear a joke.
No, I love you.
Okay, I love you too.
And I can't beat the fact that you took that No.
All right.
But my name is Catherine Lackey, is my main name. Young. But I've known this kid since kindergarten, and I've known this kid since kindergarten, and then I've been associated with the sister, Rhea, and Joe Cruz, number 2. I would say one of the reasons that Joe did get made fun of was we grew up in like the late 80s and 90s, and our parents dressed us like trash. We went to school in like ghetto-ass windbreakers and shit. It was like neon and puffy things, and like, it was weird. So, Joe, we can be in agreement that we got made fun of because our parents had bad taste in clothing. Mr. and Mrs. Cruz, Tony and Pat, I am sorry that you had bad taste in fashion. It was the 80s and the 90s, and I love you for that. I own a Sapphire Salon, and you made a sign, and he came to put the sign up, and the next day it fell, and then you had to come and fix that sign, because, Joe, you suck donkey dicks. I don't deserve that, that was good!
Fantastic. Holy smokes. Without further ado, we've got our next roaster. I've got to figure out how to make this a lot lower. Golly. Do we have a step stool anywhere? Maybe a chair. Maybe just a chair. Joe Haracha, come on up. Do you need a step stool?
Yeah, I might need a step stool. Oh, hell. Yo, what is up? Yeah, let's give it up for Joe Cruz. All right, yeah. 40 years old, let's go, baby. That is so neat. I've seen raisins with less wrinkles. Boom, roasted. Yeah, so they say you only roast the ones you love. So, yeah, I'm going to keep it short because I got to take a shit. And I'm missing football for this. Smooth move, Dick. Yeah, so I wrote a few things down here on the way here. Yeah. Joe Cruz looks like he blows his nose with his hands, because it's true. Joe Cruz, he looks like he has sex with his shirt on. Joe Cruz looks like his favorite position is in front of a buffet line. That's a fat joke. I thought it was funny on the drive here, so I wrote it down. You know Joe, Dr. Phil, right? Yep, a legend. Yeah. Pretty cool guy. You know, his famous catchphrase, "We'll keep it right here." That's what Joe Cruz says to the waitress when she tries to take his plate away. Yeah, that's one for the keeper kink. Joe Cruz, you are a special fella, aren't you? Yeah. Look at that face. It truly makes me angry. Yeah, we were roommates in college, and I had to share a room with this goofy douche canoe. Question: why do you snore like a large gorilla? It sounds like someone's fisting a deer while they're also punching that deer in the face. I just wanted to throw a shoe at his wiener at like 2 a.m. Sorry, had a portable mac and cheese in the car. Speaking of balls, you know how I know you're gay? Your work van says BJ Services. Yeah, he tells Lexi that he has a wedding to MC, but really he's just driving around giving dudes B jobs and handies all afternoon. Oh, hey, don't hate the player, hate the game, all right? Joe Cruz is a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Go Birds. No one knows why. Do you even know where Philadelphia is on a map? Yeah, I didn't think so. Fun fact. Did you know? Oh yeah. Did you know they have a statue of Rocky Balboa in their city? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Learned that the other day. Yeah, Philly sucks so much they have to build a monument of fake champions. Kind of like how you call yourself the American role model. Yeah, if you didn't know, Joe Cruz calls himself the American role model. We always thought in college he'd hit it big as an actor in Hollywood, maybe appear in a commercial no one's ever seen or heard of, suck his way to the top or bottom. Hey, no judgment, playa. I like to call him the American no model because he sucks. How many followers do you actually have on Instagram? Like 300? Yeah.
1750.
17? I lost my place. What the hell? Oh yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's time to call it quits, bud. No, but seriously. How many times can you pair pepperoni pizza with Busch Light? Seriously. Yeah, Joe Cruz.
Natural light.
What?
Pepperoni.
I have the mic. Joe Cruz likes to eat a lot of pizza and drink a lot of beer. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. How many licks does it take to get to the center of Fatville? That's a funny joke you can tell at breakfast and at the dinner table. Diarrhea City, and he's the mayor. Okay, so I have a few other ones here. I just whatever. Yeah, when you pop out of the shower and you look down.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
That's gross, and that's my brother, and I'm having a hard time listening to you insult him.
It's a roast.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it.
All right.
Switch it up.
Okay,
Switch it
sweet.
up. Okay.
Like I said, I got a few others here. When you plop out of the shower and you look down, can you still see your penis? Joe Cruz looks like P. Diddy's pool boy. Joe Cruz, he looks like he eats his hot dogs sideways. Joe Cruz sits down to pee, but stands up to poop. Hey, no judgment, playa. Joe Cruz looks like he should be on an old Mexican Confederate coin. Yeah. Old, fat, and smells like chorizo. Looks about right, yeah. Joe Cruz. I'm just reading these now for the first time. Joe Cruz looks like he runs a taco truck on Epstein's Island.
I missed it.
It's probably that mustache, buddy. How long have you been growing that thing? Like 30 years? Let's see what else I got here. I just wrote down Joe Cruz. Boom, roasted. That's all I got. Thank you.
Holy shit.
What?
I have never heard Joe Horacek say so many actual sentences. This is monumental, everybody. I will be talking to his doctor on Monday and say, we've made great strides. Fun fact about Joe Horacek. The first day we go and move Joseph into his dorm or his apartment at the Creative Center up in Omaha. Real college. For the gifted that love to use colors and draw pictures. First day we show up, we meet Joe Horacek for the first time. And he goes, hey, I'm Joe, too. Do you play hockey? I like hockey. I helped Joseph get his bed into his bedroom. And what is on his side of the wall, but none other than a poster with all the sex positions. And he goes, I'm gonna knock all these out before I graduate.
I did.
And when they graduated, there was still only one circle. But now, our next roaster, my sister, and she is the oldest child, even though she's the middle child. That was a compliment. You're the responsible one. Anyway, what I was getting to is I'm terrified of her. You guys should be terrified of her. I'm a little bit more terrified now. And holy shit. My eyeball.
Oh, your eyeball. Oh, your eyeball. Oh, you can keep playing that. That's my jam. Or not, whatever. So he was like, yeah, I'm turning 40. Here's my birthday party. Honor me with insults. Cry about it to mom and dad afterwards, okay?
I'm not
like every other time. He throws his own roast. I had photos and I knew, I was like, okay, I'll go to my parents' house. I'll get the photos. I'll upload them. This motherfucker has replaced all of my photos with pictures of him. I grew up thinking like, oh, my brother is the hero. He's the epitome. He's amazing. And then I realized, oh my God, no, I'm so much tougher than him. I joined the Army so that he had at least one child to be proud of. Because his birthday is November 11th, which is Veterans Day. So I had to join the Army, obviously, so that I could be recognized on his birthday. Hang on, let me just bring it back to Joe for a minute so he'll feel good about himself. Yeah. Tell him again how much you like his shoes. Really important. I may have bought him those. I had a bunch of photos planned. My parents would give us a list of chores to do before we went to the babysitters. And I would complain. Well, Joseph, being intelligent at the time, he would say, yeah, Mom, no worries. And I would say, Mom, that's crazy. I don't want to do the lawn. I don't want to do that. And when she would come home from work, it'd all be done. And she would assume that Joseph had done it because he didn't argue where I had protested. And so I was like, Mother, I did that. I did it all. And just was like, next time, don't protest. I'll still kick your ass. Okay. Anyways, I had a bunch of photos. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I love my brother. I think he's fucking great. I'll fight anyone who calls him a loser because I'll fucking fight you. I've been to war, motherfucker. You want to try me? I'll do it. It's fine. I ain't afraid of jail time. He taught me everything I know about how to be a man. And I'll be a man. I'll fucking fight anyone. Anything else you want to say? I like your shoes. I was concerned about what to wear today because I was afraid that he would have had this outfit on too. And everyone knows you can't outshine Joe Cruz. Yeah, you can't. No, you can't. If he wants to wear this outfit, he'll wear it better. I'll fight you. And then I'll buy you a drink. So, but I'll fight you first. I've been to war. I'll fight everyone. I'll fight everyone, okay? I'll fight you. I'll fight you. I'll fight you. I'll fight you all at the same time. All right, I love you. And I love Joe.
And Rhea Cruz, that's my sister. We did not ship her away. She went by herself. That was her choice. We didn't send her. Rhea, sit down. I don't know.
I'm taking it.
That's yours.
Tell him to get more.
I was clenching my teeth. We need more beers at the stage. More beers at the stage, please. Rhea is cut off, but she will pay. Now, we have another open mic opportunity. Do we have any open micers out there?
My name is Cayenne, and I used to work with Joe. And unfortunately, for all of y'all, this is an anti-roast. When I met Joe...
Let her talk.
Hey! When I met Joe, I was real confused. Because I kind of got tricked into working at Perch Merch. And I walked in and he said, "What are you supposed to do here? And why do you look scared?" Because I was. I thought I was working at Blown. But what I really have to say is Joe is who I am without anxiety. If I could dress up for every occasion and show out every chance I got, I would. But right now, I just put a bunch of blush on and made it look like I have a sunburn. I am a ginger. Anyways, I think we should all be as excited about life as Joe is. Dressing up with his kids. He's so serious about his kids. Dads aren't like that. Like, that's awesome. We should all do that. And strong opinions and bold statements. He'd just be saying shit all the time. I will never get over working with Joe and the friendship we formed over the strange music we listened to and the concerts we wished each other went to and the even stranger thoughts we said to each other, or not to each other but out loud, and we were next to each other. When I worked at Perch Merch, I would ask him what to do and he'd tell me, "Do something that fucking matters." Oh my God, what the And that led to me counting t-shirts for 2 weeks. And everybody else was mad I was counting t-shirts. But I didn't want Joe to be mad. The point is, be more like Joe every day. I hope I'm excited like this when I'm 40.
I appreciate it, but we're trying to make him feel bad. So, Ashley, do you got something to make him feel bad? All right. My long-lost sister here, everybody, Ashley.
Hi, everybody. My name's Ashley. These Cruz kids are like my second family. So I always say these guys are my brothers from another mother. Rhea's definitely my sister. Got a couple things to say. Got a friend here with me from out of town. First time he came to Lincoln, I was like, let's go downtown, let's get some drinks. We're driving downtown. I look up. Ah, that's my best friend's brother. So that's Joe Cruz. Where do we want to go? Oh, let's check out this small bar, right? It's a little speakeasy. This will be fun. We sit down, pull out the menus, and I go, that's Joe Cruz. Excuse me, sir, is your mascot Joe Cruz? Why, yes, it is. I said, okay. Well, yeah, that's my best friend's brother. So we head home, see a commercial for Casey's. I go, hey, look, it's my best friend's brother, Joe Cruz. So I get online and I tell Joe, yeah, so my friend came to town. We saw you 3 times in one day. I'm not going to introduce you as my best friend's brother anymore. I'm just going to start saying, this is Joe Cruz. What doesn't he do? But seriously, one of the first times that I met Joe, one of the first times I was invited over to the Cruz home, I remember, I have to roast Dalton a little bit here, but I remember Rhea and Joe were making fun of Dalton. They said, Joe got the brains, Rhea got all the looks, and then there's Dalton. And before I could jump in to defend him and say, hey, that's your brother, he looked at us and he went, huh? I will say, as adults, it seems some of that has flipped. Rhea clearly has some of the brains. And I'll let you figure the rest out. The next time I went over to their house, I remember finding a cheerleading skirt. And I said, Rhea, why do you have a cheerleading skirt? And she goes, that's not mine. That's my brother's. Yeah. Last one, somebody said something about Joseph having tantrums when he doesn't win. I will say, got invited over to Joe and Lexi's one night for Disney trivia. Oh, God, and I won. I've never been invited back for trivia. Thank you, everybody.
Jeremy Brozick, everybody.
Hey, Beth. Hello, everyone. I'm Jeremy Brozick. I'm one of Dalton's good friends. Yeah. Get that ready. For those of you, I know we have short memories. We're having a good time. Tonight started off with a bit of a hiccup. Dalton couldn't quite find the on-off button on a microphone. Kelsey, I'm sorry, that doesn't bode well for tonight. Rhea, I'm scared as hell to make this joke. I think of you all the time. I'm a veterinarian by trade. You help me when it comes to spell check when patients have loose stools. So every time I have to type out diarrhea, I just remember how to spell your name. And much like those patients, we need to get her some fluids. Okay. I'm the oldest in my family. I don't have any other older siblings, so growing up with Dalton was a fun experience because I got to, see what that was like to have an older brother, and all I can say is, no thank you. Joe Cruz is the only person who bought me beer as a minor where I felt like I was doing him a favor. I have some notes here. This one just says, Eagles suck, go Pack go. Joe's known as a bit of a local celebrity here in Nebraska, but so is Charles Starkweather, so I don't know how much that really matters. You are the Pancho Villa of gas station marketing. You are North Platte's biggest regret. Buffalo Bill is over the hill. You're old as shit. But in all seriousness, I'll wrap up here. Just trying to keep it quiet and quick. Pat and Tony, you raised a successful son. There. You raised a beautiful, successful son. You should be very proud. And his name is Dalton.
I'm glad I called that guy. Alex, come on up.
That's a tough one to follow. I've known Joe for about 20 years. I worked at Chili's with him. I am living proof that they allowed this dirtball to handle food. This guy was so broke, he used to eat customers' leftovers.
It was a ribeye.
It was Southwestern egg rolls. My first beer bong was at his apartment on Cinco de Mayo when the dishwashers broke. The beer bong was moldy, and it was written hard. I was a busboy when he was a server, I guess. I'm also living proof that Joe's been preying on people younger than him for over half his life. About 17 years ago, we were sitting in my house drinking beer, sharing our most intimate aspirations. Joe told me that he was going to be a Hollywood actor, and I truly thought I would know a Hollywood actor. He would leave my house. It smelled like Four Loko and Camels for hours. Thank God they discontinued the old Four Loko recipe, or we wouldn't be here today. Joe told me he quit smoking after being hypnotized. and I wish they would have thrown in a better acting career. As time went by, Joe and I kind of grew apart. We got married, started having kids, and didn't see each other as much. And not even kidding, I was on Facebook, and I ran across the most egregious act of cultural appropriation. A man with the last name of Cruz playing Buffalo Bill. Joe, you are no American role model. You're just an American grifter.
Fantastic, fantastic. Do we have anyone else?
Please help.
One else? Seriously, anybody. I will take anyone. Just come on up, here we go. And then Impala, you're next.
Yes, I have to adjust this down for my height because, yeah. Anyways, Joe, you're the only one I would dress up like this for, so.
Thank you.
You
look great.
You're welcome. So, before we get started, we're going to give it up for my husband, who really did try his best. However, our golden doodle does better than he does. Anyways, so Joe Cruz. The first time I met this man was at Rhea's wedding. Before I could even get one step across the threshold, he announces on the mic, "Hey everybody, hey, it's Chaz time, and he brought a girl." Thank you so much for announcing that in front of 500 people. It was great. Anyways, that was my introduction to him, and I spent the rest of the night talking to Lexi, not realizing that that was his wife, because I thought he was flamboyantly gay for the next few months. Anyways, fast forward, and somehow that same man becomes the social media presence of Casey's. My 4 daughters, yes, I do have 4, thought he was a celebrity and famous because he gave them free pizza and soda pop. That was the highlight of their year. Move over, Taylor Swift, there's a new celebrity in town. But Joe just doesn't do the job. He brands it because nothing says role model like Hawaiian shirts and Busch Light. Anyways, my favorite story of you yet is the time that I played volleyball. Yes, I was horrible, but my dear grandmother called and showed up on my phone as G. Boner. And, you called me out in front of everybody thinking my side gig was calling me for the night. So, yes. But this man, despite his flamboyance, is very protective of his friends, so I appreciate that. And my last little story of you is, all these river trips. There's never a year that there's not a theme. We've had Survivor, which I was utterly defeated at. There's been American, and then I was very proud of myself this last year, where I had the idea for all of us women to get swimsuits with our husbands' faces printed on top of them. I had a mentee B that day because mine did not show up in the mail, and I believe Wits was not appropriate to wear out in public, so Lexi was the only one who showed up wearing hers, and it made her husband incredibly happy. So, thank you, Joe. You are wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm actually coming for you, Dalton. Yeah, okay, so my name's Impala. I am formerly a Cruz. I am now Carrie, but somebody called me a Cruz earlier. Most importantly, I'm Joe Cruz's favorite cousin. Silence! I hear nobody contesting that. Excellent, okay. So I decided to take some low-hanging fruit here. We're all thinking a lot of things. First, Joe's probably thinking, have a roast, they said. It'll be fun, they said. He said, yep. I felt very called to the stage to clear the air on a few things. I heard a lot of things about Dalton doing all the chores around the house. And I can personally attest, because I spent many of times at the Cruz house, that Dalton was nowhere to be found.
In fact, I even did the chores. And in fact, Dalton was in the bathroom taking a shit for an hour. Nowhere to be found. Yep, exactly. I wanted to also say that being a cruise is very prestigious. It's a great title to have, but I guess what they say is true. Dalton, you can't be smart and pretty. So.
Which one is he? Which one?
For the crowd to decide. Okay. I know the crowd is asking themselves a lot of questions, and let's see, we all just want to know, are you okay? Okay. Another question we're all asking, or we're all thinking is, poor Joe. Everyone's picking on Joe. Everybody's roasting Joe. But let's be honest, he asked for this. I mean, he's an Eagles fan. On purpose. On purpose. So, like I said, just low-hanging fruit, had to clear the air. Happy birthday.
And Paula, I told you that in confidence. That is true. When I was a kid, if there was work to be done and I didn't want to do it, you could definitely find me in the bathroom. Well, we've had a fun evening. We've had some open mics. We've had some laughs. We've had some, oh my goodnesses. But now, it is time for Jake Renner.
Jake Renter. Sorry, Jake, we ran out of time. All right, it's been a great night, everyone. Thank you.
First of all, can I get a score check?
Yeah.
F you, Joe Cruz. F you. Did we actually lose?
There's a minute and a half left. Is there a chance we could win? Joe Cruz it is.
First of all, let's give it up to our host, Dalton. Love you, Dalton. A lot of Dalton Joe Cruz jokes tonight. Dalton is more like the Make-A-Wish version of Joe Cruz. Walks the same, talks the same, looks the same. Something wrong with him, though. It's kind of like Rayola and Minnie Mahomes. We're just gonna call you Mini Joe moving forward. Let's talk about the man of the hour, Joseph Cruz. We've talked about you enough. Or should I say the Joe Cruz, the American role model, Mr. Buffalo Bill, the chief pizza and beer officer. You've got more alter egos than the Eagles have delusional fans. Every 6 months, you're trying to reinvent yourself. New name, new logo, new brand, same 17 followers, and no paychecks. Joe has tried everything to become famous. Unfortunately, his effort does not meet his talent. Let's take a second to think about how massive Joe's ego is. There's a blackout, Husker game, Memorial Stadium, and we're here. Celebrating your birthday? Celebrating your birthday, roast, or wedding, where Joe Cruz marries Joe Cruz's ego. 95,000 people deep at Nebraska at Memorial Stadium, all wearing black in honor of Joe Cruz's funeral. We all know Joe Cruz, lifelong Eagles fan. His whole family is Cowboys fans. I just remembered, or I just realized what we should do with those cocks.
Do with the what? You guys didn't take those when I took it? Oh my God! There's still some left.
Thanksgiving at the Cruz's house is like an NFC riot. Everyone's talking about Dak Prescott. Is he a good quarterback? Is he not a good quarterback? Joe's over here talking about the tush push, which he thinks is the latest sex position that he invented. Speaking of Lexi.
Don't do it.
I am actually scared of Rhea. If you notice, I'm not sitting next to her on the couch anymore. Lexi, you are an absolute saint. You married Joe Cruz, the man whose catchphrase is literally never turn it off.
Never have.
Which, you think that sounds good. You think it sounds fun, a go-getter mindset. But in all actuality, all that means is he never shuts the up. I went on one trip with Joe, a bachelor party, 5-6 years ago. And if you know me, I like to party. I taught Joe everything he knows about partying. But that trip, holy 6 a.m. every single day. Joe's there, shots in hand, his annoying ass sloth voice. It's 6 a.m., motherfuckers! I'm about to be the CPBO, bitches! Never turn it off! Never again will I go on a trip with that motherfucker. Lexi's patience should be in the Smithsonian. She's the only woman who's ever survived a marriage being married to a 24/7, 365 podcast. And here we are, Joe Cruz's big 4-0. Most people turn 40, go on a trip, have a little dinner, maybe a little party. Not Joe fucking Cruz. Nope, not Joe fucking Cruz. Joe said, F that. I'm throwing myself a wedding. Bro planned this entire fucking thing. The venue, the DJ, the lighting, the guest list, the seating arrangements, all by himself, for himself. Joe, it's not a fucking wedding. It's a cry for engagement. Instead of gifts, all he's asking for is likes, shares, comments, posts, followers. Just one more failed attempt to try and become famous. Joe spent months planning this event, but let's be honest, it's far from a wedding. It's just the world's most expensive LinkedIn post. But in all seriousness, Joe, you are one of a kind. You've got this energy that's unstoppable. You walk into every room like it's already your stage, and somehow people cannot help but love it. You've got this zest for life, this fire that says never turn it off. And as much as we joke about you and about that, that's honestly what makes you special. Your push. Your tush push. You push people to dream bigger, laugh louder, and live harder. You don't do anything halfway. You've got a heart bigger than your ego, which says a lot. So yeah, as we roast you, we love you. You've built a life full of laughter, friends, and energy that most people only wish they had. Here's to 40 years of never turning it off, and to at least 40 more of reminding us how to turn it up a little bit.
Jake, go boys. And everybody knows the phrase, and if you don't know it, then you will know it. If it flies, it dies. So down with the Eagles, all right? My son told me that one. It's that time of the evening where we actually let Joseph talk.
All right.
Come on up.
All right. Well, I just got up here, and I moved gosh darn Jake Renner's paper. I got iced. Kelsey, that was really quick chugging. Give me a break. Rhea, stop saying F you. Jesus Christ. What the f? I actually misplaced my notes while I was setting up. But let me take a look. We got our VIP tables. Jason was on that trip with Jake and I. That's when he started showing his age. Sorry, I'm getting off track. This is what happens when you lose your notes just before. Chaz, thank you so much for your heartfelt comments. Michaela, thank you for saving her. I'm glad you found shoes to put on Chaz, because the first time we met, his mom and dad kicked him out of the house. Go find some friends in this new neighborhood, please. And Chaz, more importantly, thanks for bringing your mom. What's up, Bobby? How you doing? Doing great. Oh, the Good Rose made it. Thank you. Hello. Hello. My in-laws table over here. Thank you for showing up. And Sandra, you're very welcome that it's a nautical theme. And we did get a Jimmy Buffett song during the cocktail hour, so that's cool. And then yes, friends table over here. Megan, Dathan, thanks for showing up. Oh my God, I have your drink tickets right here, Dathan. Yeah. The whole time. He's like, that's what happens when I don't come out until it's time for the show. All right, no, I'm not out yet. I'm not out yet. Where were you when the mic was open? First, I want to thank all the guests, all of you. Thank you so much for coming out. It means so much for you to be here for me, and in the American role model spirit, you're welcome. But we got some roasters up here that have been burning me all night. Oh my God, Rhea, would you stop talking for 1 minute, please? Yes, hit her. All right, I'm gonna try to save time. I know we're going over the limit. So I'm just gonna do a quick little roast. Rhea, you talk too much, boom, roasted. Chris, you're too bald, boom, roasted. Matt, you're too old, boom, roasted. Joe, you're too short, boom, roasted. Dalton, stop copying me, boom, roasted. Jake, you listen to way too much rap music for a white guy, boom, roasted. Chris tried searching you up on Facebook. Where are you hiding? You're too perfect, where are you hiding? Tell us, where are the bodies at? Where are the bodies? That felt great. That felt a lot better. I have some thank yous to make. First of all, Park Center, thank you so much. Joel and Heidi, I could not have done this party without their love and support and generous discount. I want to thank, of course, DJ Derek, Crown DJ Service. What sound effect are you gonna play for yourself? It's going on right now. It's a moto. If you can't get me for a wedding or event, Derek's your next best choice. Deco Rentals. Paige, thank you so much. The balloon arch and the marquee lights as you entered made my dream come true. I didn't know how to do the entrance, and she called me up and said, hey, let me help you out. Cayenne, thank you very much. I got a shirt for you, or I already gave it to you. But because she worked at Perch Merch. Thank you, Perch Merch, for letting me be me at work and get what I need done there. Perch Merch has been voted Lincoln Journal Star's #1 screen printing shop. And we only have one screen printer there, and it's Matt. So every single shirt goes through, he touches it. So suck it, Little Mountain. Boom, roasted. Joe, that was the most I've ever heard you talk in our whole relationship. Yeah, where was that guy? I could ease back if you would take the rails every once in a while like that. Let's try that next time. Hillcrest, Jesus Christ, Rhea, shut the hell up. Hillcrest Rentals out of Seward, I got the chairs from. Nate and Madison, Chad, thank you so much. They're recording and taking pictures. Make sure they get a picture or video of you. I swear I'm missing something. That feels great. Now that I'm 40, Dad, do I need to start tucking my shirts into my jeans?
You haven't been doing that?
Mom, I have to say this. Thank you so much. I know Dad gets a lot of the credit for our family's creativity and our resilientness, but no, you gave a lot of that to us. Singing in the car, getting us pumped on the drive to school. You have put in the spark in us. So thank you, Mom. Lexi, I love you. I don't know where you went. at the bar. She's like, show's over, let's go. Jake and I went on he invited me for my birthday to go see the Kansas City Chiefs play the Eagles 2 years ago. Eagles won, go Birds. But we had a great chat. He said, I turned 40. I feel like I'm just getting started. And that's exactly how I feel too. So thanks, cuz, thanks, brother. I feel like I'm turning 21 again, and now I'm actually an adult and I have to this is it. Dalton and Rhea, love you so much. Thank you for being great siblings. Every time I say jump, you ask how high. And I really appreciate that. Tios, Dalton noticed long ago that our Tios are all best friends. Like, they're literally the best friends. And he's like, we should be best friends. He didn't say that, but I'm like, all right, I get what you're saying. But yes, thank you, Tios, for giving us a great example of how to treat your siblings and have fun while you do it. Joe, Chris, I mean, you all said it. We've been best friends for way too long. Sometimes God puts people into your lives that you don't know what to do with, so you just hold on to them and see what happens. Joe, when I went to college, I prayed to God, did you just wipe your nose and grab my hand? Maybe I should have said this. I pray to God, hey, give me a good roommate. And then I show up and it's you. But after graduating, I thought back, that was the best choice of who I had. No offense, Dennis, Logan, Ryan, John. Johnny, are you here? Who else? Matt. Holy smokes. Thank you so much for giving me the shot on April Fool's Day. Still wondering, I asked God, I just got laid off from the state. I said, God, I need a sign. Get a phone call. Hello, Joe Cruz. Yes, this is Matt from Here's Your Sign. I'm like, well, you don't get much better sign than that. And he's right. We're going to be going to Oktoberfest or Wurstfest. Here's your bow tie, all right? Now you're officially in the Das Schnitzel. All right, we'll just say thank you very much, everyone. Let's party. I'm ready to have a good time. I love it.